So I remember going cycling a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it was a little bit on the dangerous side, but
Uh,
yeah, that
yeah,
was
I've never
nice.
owned a helmet or anything.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
bad. I don't know.
yeah. That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, okay. Where have you been and why? Or
Like a habitual thing, something that I do
yeah,
often.
yeah, it could be.
Okay. Probably something that I do regularly is playing hockey. So going to play hockey habitually every week, every Tuesday. I go training, and then on Saturdays I play hockey either at our local club, or we'll go to clubs in kind of the local Kent area, because that's where I am most of the time. Obviously this is an unusual situation, so I've come home, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I think that's the most obvious thing when I talk about routine in my life. That's
yeah.
probably most obvious.
Routine. Is that a word? Routine? Routine? No,
uh,
no, no.
I would say habitual, but I don't know whether that's really the
I'll put
same thing.
habitual. Um. Okay, and is that with like? Are you quite close to your teammates?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. We have like a lot of social gatherings on Saturday nights and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. They're such a friendly club. So that's one of the biggest drives for me to, because obviously if I'm at uni in Middlesex, and then I'm here quite a lot
Yeah,
building, and then it's quite tricky sometimes to make yourself go back every Tuesday
yeah,
or
yeah.
every Saturday to play, but because they're such an amazing club and I really enjoy playing, that
Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
definitely makes it
fun.
worthwhile.
Oh, it's nice to have that mental break as well, and
Yeah.
also physical. Fitness.
Yeah, that's definitely needed. Yeah, it's a
um,
real reset.
do you have a favourite place?
A favorite place? Yeah, probably. I really like the woods. I like
Okay.
woodlands. I think there's a specific place actually in the Norfolk coastline. It's Wells, but it's where the woodland meets the beach, and there's like there's a bit of a sand dune, so that the cold air from the sea doesn't affect the area. I don't know where I was.
So it's the beach, coastline,
Yeah.
and then
So
pines. Did you say? Or
yeah, so there's like pine needles on the floor from the trees, because that's where they're mostly pine, but the sand is still really soft, so you kind of get that, especially if you're walking around barefoot, which I would
yeah,
probably. Uh, there's a kind of strange sensation of it soaking up the heat from the sun, and then obviously the canopy of the trees kind of keeps that sheltered in that area kind of warm, but
moist.
also if you dig feet into it, it gets really cold and crisp. But also the pine needles are also, I don't know, I think that I'm so weird. I'm saying this thinking about how I'm nuts. Yeah, that's I've always really liked that bit.
Yeah,
It's that very specific part of the beach, and I can imagine it in my head as I'm saying it.
yeah. Because are you quite a textural person, or you just
I think that I don't know. I remember senses and like sense experiences quite a lot.
yeah,
Uh, so things like that would really stick in my
through
memory.
yeah.
But then, if you asked me to read something, I would just have to. um,
Oh, okay. Put Norfolk coastline. That makes me really like that happy. Like it's a nice escape right now.
yeah.
Oh, do you want to say hello to? Okay. Um. So, why is it your favorite place?
That's a good question. I think it's to do with the colours, the kind of warm versus cool outdoor feeling. I don't like really windy places, and I like that it's kind of sheltered. It feels like it's in its own little bubble in some ways, because as I said, the canopy of the trees kind of holds in the heat in a way that it's also quite shady. And yeah, I don't know, it's like its own little microclimate. I think that's why.
Climate. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like exercise. I like walking around. I like exploring the smells, the pine. It's just a really nice place. It's just nice.
I love the sounds of wood pigeons as well.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but it just
yeah.
reminds me of like that kind of like yeah, outdoor experience, like away from the city.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not that I just specifically like that one area, but I think it's quite unique, and it's that there's obviously woods everywhere all the time,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
and I really like those. But this one's just kind of like a hybrid. It's kind of half a beach, half a woodland space. I think that's
Yeah.
why I like it. That one specifically.
Oh, I'll have to go and visit. Number 4, where is home for you?
This is a good question. I've been trying to answer this for a while, because I guess this is my family home in Norfolk, so
Yeah.
that would be where my post would be sent. But I don't know really. I live with James technically in Kent, or at least a little bit of the week, and then I've been staying with Rachel in Hendon near
Oh
uni
yeah.
quite a lot. But I've never really had. No, I mean I've lived in loads of different places, honestly,
Yeah.
like loads of different places. So yeah, I guess this would be the most homely place.
Yeah. Because is most of your stuff in that house?
Not really.
No.
Not really. I mean, this is kind of like a storeroom now. If I just flip you around
Oh
a little.
right.
That's the telephone box I had, and there's just like random stuff everywhere. It's not really my bedroom anymore.
Oh, I mean, you have memories in that house, though, don't you?
Room next door, but my sister moved into that one.
Oh.
So then, because it's a much bigger room, so
Yeah.
when I wanted to kind of be here, I had to have this room. It's just
Yeah.
a bit of
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice, but
Oh.
it's still a lot better than some places, you know.
Yeah. And it's nice because you've got space for your stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, you can
okay.
always leave it.
Yeah,
If you want to.
definitely.
Okay, last question. Where would you like to go and why? So do you have a place in mind or?
I have been thinking recently quite a lot about moving somewhere more permanently, like out of the country.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe not forever, but
just like a new
maybe
experience.
like a year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe like a year or so, just set somewhere else. I'd quite like to do maybe like not a residency maybe, but like a something like that. See if I
like a
can do like an apprenticeship or
that would be cool. Because
yeah.
like with the stuff that you're doing, like practical, like 3D, or like set design stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think where's the best. Like I'd say America, but in terms of like film set design or like theaters or
Yeah. I mean,
um,
yes. I don't really want to move to America. I wanted to move somewhere probably in Europe. I don't know whether it's a toss up between kind of maybe Berlin or Holland, somewhere in Holland,
oh,
somewhere German, or maybe France. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I was thinking Paris or Italy.
Yeah.
But then yeah, you're talking like about like the Scandinavian sort of calmer places.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Scandinavia would be quite cool, I think.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided, and let's be honest.
Yeah,
Within the near future, none of that's going to happen. So,
yeah, we're not sure.
hmm let's think maybe a bit further away from now.
I'll put Berlin. Have you been to Berlin before?
No, one of my
No.
friends lives there though, and she's been trying to get me to come and stay with her for a while. And I said, "Look, let me just get my degree out of the way,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I'll come and stay with you for a bit."
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So she was actually at Middlesex, and she finished her media degree.
Oh, cool.
2 years ago, maybe. She and then when she done that, she moved back because she's from Norway. Yeah, so she moved home to Norway for maybe a year, and did 6 months of a company there, and then kind of decided that she loved being home, but she wanted to move away again.
Yeah.
So she was in Oslo, and she moved to Berlin from there.
Ah.
And it was more because she wanted to kind of learn the language. She liked the place, the city, and now she works in a coffee shop and does kind of a couple of days in a studio. Yeah, it's really cool. She really likes
Yeah.
it. It's a bit mad, but
Because the
still
German economy is not that bad compared to like other Mediterranean countries in Europe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you just have to learn to speak the language and then.
Yeah, I mean, she speaks obviously Norwegian, she speaks Swedish and English, and now she's learning German. So she's like, she speaks English fluently, no problems at all. So yeah, she was already pretty good at German. She'd been there like 6 months, and she was already pretty good. So she said the worst thing about it is the kind of the grammatical stuff. Like, yeah, because it's got kind of different tenses and stuff that she's not necessarily used to, and writing it is entirely different to speaking the language. So she said that at one point that, you know, it's like these masculine and feminine nouns and stuff, and what to place. She said, I just do everything as masculine all the time, and if people have a problem with it, then you know.
Yeah, because I don't know what Swedish and Norwegian are like, but from learning French, like I'm okay with, because you've done Latin, haven't you? So, or did you say you've done Latin?
Latin.
No. Or you've looked at it, or maybe your
partner's... Yeah, maybe a little bit. Oh yeah, so James learned Latin when he's classical civilizations or something when he was at school, and Latin.
Yeah, and they've all got like the masculine, feminine stuff, but English doesn't. So so I don't know how I feel about German, but
you speak French.
I mean, I did it for A level, so and I keep it up so I can understand it, but I'm very slow with the speaking. And reading's all right, so if I went, I'm pretty sure if I went to live there for like a year or two, I would be very I think I'd
fluent.
Be
it's just circumstances. That's kind of half the reason I'd quite like to move somewhere else as well, to learn another language, kind of exercise that part of my brain that has not ever come into contact with that kind of.
Because aren't you Swedish or
no?
Scandinavian?
No. My mum's family are Dutch.
Oh right, from Holland or
yeah. Or not all of them, but her mum especially. Yeah.
I think I've got some Dutch or Norwegian. I'm not sure because my mum's told me that I've got Dutch from my dad's side, but then when I did the spit test, the DNA sample thing, it came out like 5% Norwegian, and then the rest is just British. So
really?
Yeah, it was really weird.
I've done one of those as well.
Oh really? What did yours?
I'm gonna have a look because it's on. I can't really remember very well.